Sandpail, older trotting horse of the year, no surprise. Co-owner and breeder, Glenn Van Camp. Glenn, this horse is much of a rags to riches story as anybody could wish upon. Nobody kind of wanted him in the early going. All of a sudden he wins 2 Maple Leaf trots and over $1 million. Looking back on the 2010 year that he had, he seemed more dominant this past year than ever in his career.
Yeah, I would say so. He was getting better as the year went on. Mm-hmm. I was just speaking to Randy just a few minutes ago, and he said he's every bit as good now as he ever was.
He's a nicely bred horse. He is a son of San Pellegrino of a balanced image mare. What was his story? I've talked to Rod before, but I'd like to hear your version of when he was a yearling as a two-year-old that kind of nobody really wanted him.
Well, as a yearling, he got kicked, and he had a real big bump on his hock. Mm-hmm. Bad enough that pretty well everybody that looked at him kind of shook their head and said, he's a San Pellegrino, and a bump on his hock, he isn't much. Mm-hmm. And I was the only one that was said different ones, and I kept on, and then my son that was in the feed business, Brooks Feeds, and he had Rod and told Rod that he was available, and that's where we made the deal, and that's it.
Rod, this horse obviously put you on the map. I just spoke with Randy before we came on camera, and I asked him, I said, he recently won the Glorious Comet final in 53-2, I think it was. I said, was he as dominant in the Glorious Comet as he won in the Maple Leaf Trot? And he said, absolutely. And that was middle of January.
Yeah, no, I think he has gotten stronger, as Glenn pointed out, throughout this year. And he's gotten a ton even more confident, if you could say that of him. The horse wants to win. He's got desire. It's just a matter of not screwing him up, basically, I think, now.
He seems kind of underrated in the U.S., largely because he doesn't race there much. You didn't go to the Breeders' Crown this year, or the Nat Ray, or other stakes. The Breeders' Crown now is in your backyard at Woodbine. Obviously, you're going to be there. Are you scared of anybody?
No, I don't think so. As long as the horse is sound, healthy, I think we'll go to a couple more dances this year and maybe try and prove the Americans wrong. And as I say, they're always trying to fill the open trot in Mohawk or Woodbine, so we'd love to have any of them up here.
Okay. A lot of people say that are misquoted when they say that he's a bad shipper. He's not a bad shipper. Sometimes he just gets off his feet. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. The horse has a little ulcer issue, and we just medicate him up without the Gastrogard and try and keep him healthy. Other than that, no, he's great. He's a good shipper. Everything's good.
Glenn, just a final question to you. It must be a real nice feather in the cap, not to mention that you own part of Sandpail, but the fact that you bred him over the course of his year.
Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. It's one of those things. It's one of those horses that comes along once in a lifetime, and it's just great.
That's great, guys. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much.
There's the connections of your older trotting horse of the year, Sandpail.